Every morning, as the sun peeked through the cafe windows, the young waitress noticed the same elderly woman sitting quietly at the corner table. Her hands trembled slightly as she stirred her tea, her eyes distant, carrying stories of years gone by. Most customers passed her without a glance, but the waitress couldn't ignore the gentle fragility in her presence. She began greeting her warmly, remembering her usual order and making sure her tea was just the right temperature. Sometimes she'd linger a little longer to chat or simply share a smile. It wasn't out of duty, but from a genuine place of care, a human instinct to make someone feel seen in a world that often looks the other way. What started as a simple act of service became something far deeper, a reminder that kindness costs nothing, yet means everything. The waitress never saw her actions as anything extraordinary. She didn't help the old woman to earn praise, tips, or recognition. She simply did it because it felt right. Each morning, she refilled her cup with a gentle smile, asked about her day, and listened without rushing away. There were no hidden motives, no expectation of gratitude. In a world where kindness often comes with conditions, hers was pure and uncalculated. Even on her busiest days, she made sure the old woman never felt invisible. That quiet sincerity, that effortless compassion, became the heart of their bond. It was a reminder that real goodness doesn't announce itself. It's found in the small, consistent moments when we choose to care, simply because we can. True compassion isn't about what we gain from others. It's about what we give without asking anything in return. Days turned into weeks, and what began as a simple gesture became a cherished routine. The old woman started to look forward to those mornings, waiting for the familiar warmth of the waitress's greeting. Their conversations grew longer, sometimes about the weather, sometimes about life, but often filled with quiet understanding. The waitress began to notice the sparkle returning to the woman's eyes, as if her spirit was slowly rekindling. She would save the woman's favorite seat, add a little extra cream to her tea, and slip in comforting words that made her smile. It wasn't about service anymore. It was connection to souls finding comfort in kindness. The cafe wasn't just a place to eat anymore. It became a space of healing, laughter, and gentle companionship. Sometimes it takes just one person's care to remind another that they still matter. Ben. One ordinary morning, something extraordinary happened. The old woman didn't arrive alone this time. The door opened, and in walked 4 bodyguards, followed by 2 lawyers. The entire cafe fell silent as they escorted her to her usual seat. The waitress froze in surprise, unsure what was happening. The woman, dressed elegantly now, smiled gently and asked the waitress to sit with her. It was then that the truth unfolded. She wasn't just a lonely old woman struggling through her days. She was a wealthy business owner who had chosen to live quietly for a while, to see how people treated her without her wealth. The waitress's genuine kindness had touched her deeply, in a way no money ever could. In that unexpected moment, the waitress learned that the woman she had helped was far more than she appeared, and that kindness had changed everything. The old woman's voice trembled with emotion as she explained how the waitress's kindness had restored her faith in humanity. She confessed that she had met many people who treated her differently once they knew her status. But this young woman had been kind when there was nothing to gain. Deeply moved, she decided to do something remarkable. Right there in the cafe, She offered to pay for the waitress's education, promising to help her build the future she dreamed of. The waitress sat in disbelief, tears welling in her eyes, realizing that her small daily gestures had come back to her in ways she could never have imagined. What began as simple compassion had turned into a life-changing moment. It was proof that even the quietest acts of goodness can echo far beyond what we see, because kindness, in its purest form, never goes unrewarded. That moment became more than just a turning point in the waitress's life. It became a powerful reminder for everyone who heard her story. We often go through our days never truly knowing who we're crossing paths with, never realizing how deeply a small act of kindness might touch another soul. The waitress didn't see status, wealth, or background. She simply saw a person who needed care, and in doing so, she unknowingly changed her own destiny. The truth is, we never know the battles people are fighting or the blessings hidden behind their silence. What we offer to the world, a smile, a helping hand, a moment of compassion, has a way of coming back when we least expect it. Every act of kindness plants a seed that can grow into something extraordinary. You never really know who you're helping or how deeply it might matter.